Welcome to this video presentation of how to create a GUI application in just under 5 minutes. We're going to begin by opening up a string template, which is our field definition for a customer master file. So our little application today will be the maintenance program required to maintain customer master file information. So let's begin by opening up the Enterprise Manager. We're going to create a new database. Our database name is Acme, and we need two pieces of information for the creation of the database. One is where we would store the data files, and two, where we would store the data dictionary information. So we'll put that into the Acme dict directory, and with those two pieces of information we go ahead and create the data dictionary. Now that we have the data dictionary, let's go to the Tables tab and add a new table. And this is where that string template information is going to come handy. So we'll take the table name custmast and give it the description of customer master. And we'll go to the string template button and paste in our string template. So there are all the field names, and that'll create the column definitions for our table. We now need to create a key, a primary key, so a primary index, and we'll give that name primary. And that'll consist of two segments, one being the firm ID and secondly the customer number. Now we've created our customer master table. Let's have a quick look. Do a select top 100 from cust master, and we see the contents of the data file are there. So let's go into Barista and create an application. So this sets the stage for our new application. We're going to continue with the name Acme, and so we need to fill in some default tabs, information relating to the copyright, etc. We're going to choose to use English language, ENU, and we're going to give the ID for our application as AC. We could at this stage have created multiple languages, as Barista is multilingual, supports multiple languages definitions. Having created the application, we'll go through a simple auto-sync procedure which will synchronize this with our Barista environment. So let's move into Barista development now and import that data dictionary definition that we created earlier in the Acme data dictionary for custmast. So we need to give it the data dictionary location, and that we defined that earlier as being dict. We highlight the Acme base application, give it a prefix of AC underscore for all of our field names and all of our element definitions. And now we'll select the custmast and we'll import that table into the Barista data dictionary, which is a superset of the basis data dictionary. Right, you'll notice that it's automatically created a menu for us, and if we click on that to run the customer master maintenance, voila, there is our program. We can browse through, navigate through the data file. Of course, it's put a default layout, so let's go to our form manager, our form designer, and let's do a little bit of customization of that form. We'll select the Acme company and select the custmast alias definition. Now, one of the things we want to do is also produce some printed output, so let's go to the options and check on a couple of boxes to allow printing of the current record and for all records. Let's also rearrange some of the layout of this form. So we'll put all the address information together, and having moved that information up, consolidated into a common spot, we can now go and create a tab of address information. So we can right click, go to create new tab, and let's give it the heading of address. And there's our tab that's been created, and let's select the balance of the information and just stick it into another tab, and we'll just head that other. We can then rebuild the form based on this new layout that we've defined, and we're pretty much done. Let's go back to our menu. Navigation is active, and we can scroll through the contents of the data file, clicking on the tabs address and other. We can also go to the option to print all records, At this point, Barista will generate for us a report output, and we can manipulate the screen layout of that output. We can also produce output both to a system printer, to a PDF file format. We could email the PDF format, or we could even fax that PDF file. All we'll do at this point, though, is produce the PDF output. So by clicking on the Create button, we create the PDF output of our customer master file listing. And there it is. Within just a brief few minutes, we've gone from a string template, data file definition. By utilizing the Barista tool, we've generated a GUI application and improved our productivity many-fold. So we'd encourage you to go out and try this new tool to improve your productivity in generating your own custom applications.